Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go. I'm fired up for this shit. Let's go. What's up, and welcome back to Cleats to Whistle podcast. I'm Brad Valdez.
I'm Brandon Meredith.
Hey, and we are here at this beautiful place. Go ahead and tell them where we're at, Coach.
The city boys done went east, baby. We're here in the hollers.
Hey.
Yeah, we're down here at Hazard High School. Funny enough, DMs are a crazy world, you know. Got those cold wheat sodas in me and fired them off one while we were at Topgolf. So said, hey, man, we'd love to come down. There were supposed to be 4 teams here, but we only got 2.
Yep.
But, hey, we're going to roll with the punches. We're down here supporting our guy, Coach Matt Chandler, baby.
I'm really glad you guys are here. It's really awesome for you guys to venture into the eastern part of the state. We try to promote our kids, and this is going to be huge for them to get some exposure.
Listen, we appreciate you taking this time out. You guys got 7-on-7, and look at this backdrop, Coach.
Oh yeah, you can't beat this, man. Obviously biased, but coming into the holler it's pretty cool experience. It's different.
The old saying, pictures are worth 1,000 words. Not in this case. The pictures are beautiful, but it doesn't do this justice.
No, but that's why we try to get this in the backdrop. There's a lot of great things happening here.
Yeah.
Talk about that, man.
Yeah, so we're really thankful our school district made a huge investment in all of our athletics facilities. So behind me, obviously, football stadium. Next level is baseball, and the level after that is softball. They're finishing things up on a complete revamp of those facilities, those stadiums. And then behind me, we're getting a new grandstand, as you can see, that's well on its way to being completed. And this turf actually was replaced in 2020, and so were the lights. So when this gets finished, everything up here will be 5 years or less. So essentially a new stadium. And we're really thankful our district made a huge commitment to our program and our kids to get that done.
Listen.
What game did you say you're doing something special with that?
The Pikeville game, yeah, October the 24th. There's a spot up here where we're going to do something. I'm not going to give away too much, but there is a plan for something really special that goes along with a particular part of the facilities. So
let's go. Hey, this guy, go follow Coach. Go follow him on the X, on the Twitter platform, man. Really great follow. It's just go follow him, because you're going to get updates on the stadium and everything else. And he's just a great dude that is really – this is what we call a coach really will go after it for his kids and his program and put it out there on the internet, and that's what we're talking about.
And hell, he'll let you come on down.
Oh yeah, anybody's always welcome. If you're willing to put up with my craziness and all the craziness that goes with high school football, you're always more than welcome. I can't guarantee what you're going to see or what may happen, but anybody that's coached knows that. But everybody's always welcome. We welcome everybody.
Let's go.
I just think it's cool, man. It's just totally different. It's not something you see every day.
No. Fire.
Well, you do. We don't get
that. Yeah. You're spoiled, Coach. You get this
I am
beautiful.
A little bit spoiled. It is absolutely beautiful. Friday nights here are different, and I didn't really, I'm from this area. I'm from Letcher County, graduate of Letcher County Central, and I had been told it was different. I'm here because I knew it was different, but you can't explain it until you're up here on a Friday night. It's incredible. Yeah,
and listen, I'm going to tell you, we can flip the camera around, and I'll put a little clip in. But look, this in front of us is beautiful too as well, man.
Yeah, yep. And when you look at that view, looking out is actually one of my favorite views. You go to about the 50 and look out, and these mountains in front of us make this perfect cutout of the school and everything else. And you guys will see too these yellow spots that are marked off. It's a little bit different here. There's 32, I believe, tailgating spots. That a big fundraiser for us is people pay to come up here at 5:30, 6 o'clock and start tailgating on Friday nights. And there's 32 spots, and I think it was 18 was our waiting list that last week when I met with our booster club president. It's the old John Calipari line. These people are crazy, man. And I love it.
Yeah. Hey, hashtag summer road trip, hashtag two-a-days. It's been phenomenal. Thank you to the coaches, the programs, the young men that have came on. We got something special going on later on during the season too. Producer Meredith, he put his producer hat on, and it's going to be good stuff, man. It's going to.
I got some French fries in me, and my brain started working. So.
We're rolling, baby.
Back.
Woo, we're back. Thinking you said a sweaty boy. you said you sweaty.
I think
hey,
the sweat on the phone may have been the issue, not the heat.
You want to pull out your sweat rag real quick, clean it?
Hey, no, we're good, man. I'm in here. Hey, we're just staying with the vibes.
Little-
And it's holler. It's hot and holler.
Hot in the holler, man.
Little technical difficulties. It's about to get hotter, so we got to change subjects of what we were talking about.
Yes.
Someone's standing awful
Technical
close.
difficulties.
Yes, hey, we're gonna get after
We
it.
love our wives. They're the best people in the
Yeah.
entire world. All the fun stuff.
Babe.
Okay, all right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, we had some technical difficulties, but we switched up, and now we're ready. Hey, we're back, man. We're back. Spotlighting.
Matt Chandler, baby.
Let's go. And the Hazard Bulldogs. Hey,
Dogs.
great day. Hey, look at this guy. He got the merch. He got everything going.
I'm going to shout out John Fletcher, our middle school coach, because last year I gave him a really hard time when he ordered his staff T-shirts. I didn't even get one. So he came in and gave me like 8 T-shirts, which is now 4 because my wife stole 4 of them. But
It's, wives are pretty good at stealing your free merch that you get.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, we're gonna get into the icebreaker, Coach. You know, we're getting better with putting icebreakers in the beginning. You know,
No, we're not.
Before we're doing it at the end. We're like, what are we doing, guy?
Haddix had us in a pretzel.
he's
okay.
been doing this for a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah. So icebreaker question. Here it is.
Okay.
Where has the best environment that you've coached or played in?
Coached or played?
Yes.
It's not an easy question.
It's not an easy question. I think probably I would go with coached. And I would say that our state semifinal game in 2023 at Franklin County was pretty special. It was the first semifinal Franklin County had hosted in school history. We were 13-0, had set the school record for wins. It was my first year as an offensive coordinator there, so that was pretty special. That was pretty cool.
Were you under Eddie at that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know how long Eddie had been there.
Yeah.
He's one of my big influences coaching-wise.
There you go, and we're gonna get into that in a minute. Okay, what is one like play or sequence that you could take back as a coach?
See, he asked this
Man,
one earlier
why-
today too.
Ooh,
That I
Normally,
could take back.
that you could take back, like you were like,
I
dang
can't
it.
remember anything specific, but I really love a good trick play, and we have a different one every week. I can't remember anything specific, but I'm almost 100% sure that there's been multiple things over the years. And if you think about the water boy where he gets real dizzy because he confuses himself, that I've probably done that a couple of times. So I'd say, a trick play that I've erased from my memory is probably up there for me.
that's what I told him. The
I
real
try
bad
to
ones,
flush those,
you block them out of your brain.
Yeah,
You get those out, man.
Yeah.
You get them out.
play the next play.
There you go. And now you mentioned Eddie, how he had a really he had a moment with you. You know what I mean? Shout out your mentors, man. You got to show some love to those guys.
Man, there's so many. Like I've been to a bunch of different places. We lived the typical coach's life of moving around every year and having enough success that you got the opportunity to kind of advance yourself. And I'll be honest, everywhere I've been, I've taken something that I think, and it catches me off guard sometimes when I'm running a program day to day, that you could, if you know those guys, you could look at and say, well, that came from here or here. Eddie was one of them. Clay Clevenger at Danville was great to work under. I've compared this job in a lot of ways as far as tradition and the small school to Danville. So I've taken a lot of what we did there here. Bill Sharp at Russell County, great guy, great coach, learned a lot from him. Nate McPeak at Fairview, just all the guys that I've been around, I've taken something from.
Well, and that's a testament to you. You got to pull, from each guy, man.
And another part of the icebreaker that he left out, and I'm going to do it right now to help you out, brother.
Right.
Shout out your circle, your people at home.
The people at home.
Yeah.
The real boss.
The real boss is my wife, and there's no.
I'm trying to get you some brownie points, Dad.
We can beat around the bush, and we can, wait until she's gone, and then say other things. But the reality is she's the boss, 100%. She's the reason why we're all not hanging out in Louisville tomorrow night, because she didn't want to go to Silverado 2 nights in a row. So.
Hey, all my people at the Roosters on Bardstown Road, you got to blame the wife.
You got to blame the wife. You could have had a big bill tomorrow night. But here we are.
Hey, man, this is what
Dude,
a great start, man.
It's so funny. I just keep shouting out Roosters.
Hey, dude. Hey, boys being boys, and we appreciate you,
When
Coach
we lived
Chandler.
in Frankfurt, the Roosters in Georgetown was Oh my goodness, we hit it up all the time.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Cold
Oh,
beer,
my-
good wings. What you
Let's go. Hey,
Well,
hey,
you
this
got
is
it. You
hey,
can't
this
beat it.
this is our introduction to Coach Matt Chandler, man. And this is for our community to get to know you, and hopefully your community knows you a little bit. But hey, maybe they can get to know the guy off the sideline and really come out here on a beautiful Friday night and come to this facility. Oh my goodness,
Oh, it's awesome.
beautiful.
Awesome. And this community is super special. I mean, they've taken us in, and this community understands and values people who pour into the kids and pour into the program. And as soon as they saw what we were doing and how we were doing it, they were 100% bought in. Community support is unparalleled. I mean, I can't ask for anything more from this community in a number of ways.
There you go.
And
Hey,
how long have you been the head coach here?
Last year was my first year.
Okay.
I was at Franklin County in 21, 22, and 23, and that was a really special time, man. That was, in terms of playoff runs and wins, was the most successful part of my career. We went to the state semifinals 3 years in a row and won 3 region titles, and, that was really special. So we knew that it would take somewhere really, really special for us to leave that. And being from Eastern Kentucky, my wife will attest to this. I'd always said, if Hazard calls, we're going to answer, and we're going to see how it plays out.
It's a non-negotiable.
It's
You got to at least think about it.
Think about it. And when we saw the potential here, and you think about all those things that go into it, is it a job where you could be there long term? And it absolutely is. And we're just thankful to be here.
With a stadium like this,
Gosh,
you ain't going nowhere.
yeah, absolutely. And they made so a lot of this was designed and in the works when I got hired. So I didn't really know exactly what it was going to look like. And this is super impressive. So, like, they've got chairbacks in the middle that make a pattern to make a big block H. There's a huge deck on top that has a drink railing for standing room only. The press box is one of the – I walked in it today, got delivered today, is maybe the nicest high school press box I've been in.
He said it was like a single wide down there.
Yeah, basically a really nice single-wide trailer that they're going to drop up there next week. It's just it's a huge commitment from our district, and they're in it for the long haul, and so are we.
hey, there you go. And the number you wore, did that have a meaning behind it?
Which number?
The number you wore when you played.
When I played?
Yeah.
So I was 51 in high school. I was not able to get that for my 2 years in college, but 51 was the significant one because that's the number that my uncle wore at Whitesburg High School, old Whitesburg, before they consolidated, and then he later went on to be the head coach there. So kind of been in the blood.
That might have been some influence.
Huge. A lot of people. I always tell this story about like my coaching background and background with football is like a lot of people open their baby books, and the first thing you see is stuff about the first steps and everything. If you go to my parents' house right now, I've got one older brother, and you open our baby books, the first thing you see is the Whitesburg High School football program from the first game we ever attended.
Wow.
Like, the first thing. And, so it was inevitable that I was going
It's
to
in the blood,
in
baby.
the mountains coaching.
Well, hopefully me putting a putter in my daughter's hands pretty early.
There you go.
Pays off that way for me. Get some free college out
Absolutely.
Yeah. And
Or she'll be a high school golf coach. And then
of it.
Yeah, you
Most
probably.
likely. Or high school girls football coach.
There you
That's
go.
going
Hey,
right
flag
now.
football. You never know what's going to happen, baby.
football.
I'll have the Bill Belichick of Louisville girls flag football days.
Out there in a tattered 3/4 length hoodie.
Cussing,
Yeah.
spitting.
Yeah.
That'll be my little one. I can assure you.
I can attest to that.
Okay. Now, what was the one moment that you knew? You know what I mean? Like you just said, you had the baby book. You know what I mean? Yeah, you were born to be a football coach. But when was that first moment that you really knew, like, this is what I want to do with my life?
Man, I'll be honest. Like, I don't remember. Like, it's been such a big part of my life for so long that
Yeah.
I don't know that there ever was one moment. You know what I mean? Like, it just was. And I think particularly being able to come back to the mountains and coach high school football has a very special meaning to me. And I always wanted to do it. It was always the plan. And then, you start doing it and you see that I really enjoy this and this is what I want to do. Kind of went off from there.
Well, you have, a circle at home. You know what I mean? And that's if the boss understands, your passion, and then look right here.
Who edits this?
The big guy.
Third
You're
time.
gonna be busy. Big
Fourth
I think
time.
This might be more than 4.
Oh my God. Get in the video.
I don't know if I want to be in part of this.
This has been. Hey, listen, we're going to make this work.
Yeah, somehow, some way, it's gonna work.
We're
man.
all in this together.
That's right, man.
So obviously we flipped views.
Yeah.
We're just giving you the full
For
stadium
all you
tour.
know, this could be a different day.
Yeah, exactly,
Maybe-
exactly.
Maybe we stayed
We all wore the
overnight and went to
same
the main
clothes
street.
and-
You know, stayed out too late last
Yeah,
night.
yeah, yeah. So, Coach, hit him with that question.
All right, so we know the importance of assistant coaches. We've been assistant coaches, never been the head man.
Right.
So give some love to your assistant coaches at this time.
Man, I was really, that was one of the biggest stressors about taking the job, because right now it's really difficult anywhere staff. And it just worked out. And I was super blessed. Corey Martin, my defensive coordinator, was a little hesitant to take the role until one day after some things fell through. I texted him, I'll never forget, and I said, "You're going to help me find a defensive coordinator, it's going to be you." And he was like, "Oh, I need to find somebody." But then he ends up doing it, and, I mean, we had multiple shutouts last year. Our kids play so hard on defense, and it's sound, and he's done an incredible job. You know, all the guys on the staff have. I've just got a number of really good assistants who put in the extra work, and I feel like it made a difference last year in some games where it gave us an edge how prepared our kids were. You know, there were some games that, you know, when you go from 1-10 year before I got here to 8-5 last year, that came down to just how prepared our kids were. So those guys do an incredible job.
It's a heck of a turnaround.
Heck of a turnaround.
Seeing some of the boys in the locker room, I can see why they got some big boys out here.
Hey, and that was impressive to us, you know, because one of your assistants was like, "Oh, that's our quarterback. Oh, and then this is our guy." And then, you know, I mean, I was just like, "Whoa, there's some bodies out here,
And
man."
they live in the weight room. Our off season is Monday through Thursday at 6:30 a.m. and the whistle blows at 6:30, and we'll have 35 kids in there getting after it. And they love it, man. And they've, you know, they've bought into it, and the initial success last year solidified that for us and that part of the process. So now they're bought in on it.
Well, you know the old saying, winning cures everything, right?
Yeah, and talk about this season. You know what I mean? You had a successful season, 8-5. You know, going from 1-10 from the season previous before. You know, what's that one goal that you want to see this team achieve this year?
We want to win a regional championship. We want to win a regional championship, and we want to host the third round. That's, you know, we're not shy about saying what our goals are. You know, and ultimately our goal here, and the reason why I came here to take this job, is we were going to compete for Class 1A state championships. I said it when I was hired in my press conference, and it's still true. We're going to build the best 1A football program in the state, and we're going to compete year in and year out and win state championships here. And, you know, ultimately a lot of people are afraid to say things like that, but if that's not what you believe, then why are you here?
Well, yeah, and it's that. Well, everything starts with the head man. You know what I mean? You have the standard is the standard, and you're setting it really high. But if you're not doing that as a head man, then what are you doing?
Right. Yeah, and, you know, we're blessed, and I tell our kids all the time, you know, there are a lot of places where realistically that's not going to happen,
right?
Unless something really crazy happens. I've been really blessed to be at Franklin County, at Danville, to be at multiple places where that was a reality, and it's a reality here. You have all the things that you need to compete for 1A state championships here. So we're blessed to do that, and the other part of that is it's just a lot of hard work. There ain't no, you know, secret formula to this. It's late nights and early mornings and helping these kids figure it out.
A plate wrapped in foil in the microwave for when you get home at 9:30, 10 o'clock at night.
That's right.
Shout out
I
to
did
wives.
cook dinner last night, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Coach, you know, do you have any hobbies outside this game? Like, do you grill? What do you do to get away from like the game of
he's
football?
on social media.
Yeah, I know that.
Hey, listen, I love to cook. I love to smoke. I love to grill. It's a big stress reliever for me. And outside of that, not really. I mean, that's probably about it. I got a 7-year-old, almost 8-year-old, and just turned 4-year-old who keep me really busy and on my toes too. So
I saw the little mullets flying around.
oh
back there.
gosh, they're a mess. Oh my goodness, I don't even know where to start with those two. But if they just don't have the camera pointed at them, because you never know what you're going to see them do
Yeah,
or hear
yeah.
them say, especially here, because, I always use the term raised by wolves. Like, they hang out in a locker
Yep.
room full of 15, 16, 17-year-old kids. So, you just gotta watch out sometimes.
They're
about-
probably coming home with some words that I'm sure Mama isn't too happy
Oh,
about.
yeah. And the best ones is when they'll say them to each other, and, like, I'm in the other room, and they don't think I hear them. They'll have a whole conversation. And it's, oh my gosh, it's a mess.
Yeah.
That might be a question for Mom about how she handles that.
So in my opinion, the biggest jump is from year 1 to year 2.
Yeah.
What are you prioritizing to help you get that jump to get in that 3rd and 4th round that you want to get to?
Playing more physical has been a big one for us. And, by our nature, offensively and with how we're built, we're going to throw the football quite a bit, probably more than we did last year. But in my opinion, that has absolutely nothing to do with how physical you are. We're going to emphasize finishing blocks. We're going to emphasize being tough up front. And when we need to run the football, being able to run the football and continue to be as balanced as we can. Defensively, we've made some big strides, had a couple of transfers that will help with that. And, just another year stronger in the weight room for a group of young kids. They're starting to feel more confident in going out and playing physical.
See, and that's what it do. Going to the echo of the whistle. I love that. You know what I mean? You're flying around the field. That's awesome. Are you a superstitious guy or a routine guy?
What do you say on The Office? I'm not superstitious. I'm a little stitious.
Little stitious.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
kind of me. Like, I'll get stuff stuck in my head that I'll be superstitious about. I'll just have a moment where I'm like, it'll hit me like, oh, that quarter zip this game played really well. I need to wear that again. Whatever. But not totally.
I don't know.
Am I superstitious?
You do have a new pair of shoes.
I do have a sweet new pair of Nikes.
So,
Okay.
Yeah, I almost had them sent. Where did I almost have those sent to? Like Beirut or something. I had my Nike app open, and it wouldn't let me put in Hazard for my address. And then I went to my settings, and my location was listed as like somewhere in Asia. We're lucky that the shoes made it. So.
That would have been a very unfortunate mistake.
Yeah. Wow. Crazy. Now, did you play like growing up? You said, obviously you grew up, bleeding this game.
Yeah.
But did you play Little League ball?
Yeah, and actually my dad, who my parents just got here, was my coach in 3rd and 4th grade, and coached me through middle school. And then his brother was, like I mentioned earlier, a longtime assistant and then a head coach at Whitesburg High School in Letcher County before they consolidated.
I at least got it off the microphone that time. Sorry.
Hey, we are a total.
Hey, listen. If we're recording your cough, it means we're recording. We will take that as a blessing. At this
The
point.
2-year-old crud is just unreal.
Oh my God, man, we are having a
I've
day
been
here.
hacking for 3 weeks.
And
Oh
yet
my
you're still
God.
here breathing on us. Thanks. I really appreciate it.
Don't worry.
Couldn't you give us a heads up that maybe
got
we
no-
could put this mic like over there or something?
I got no fever. We're
Talking to
good.
this microphone I've been breathing on in the car from
No,
wherever
I'm really just
today.
I'm really just coughing from the air down here. It's
Right.
a little different.
It's clean.
That city
Yeah.
air. We got all the smog. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Yeah. Being from the small, city, going to Franklin County, being like different in different classes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, coaching. What's the one different? Like we seen Eddie coach.
Yeah.
Fiery.
Yes.
He's a fiery cat, man.
That's one way to put it.
Yeah. Me and him got along in that way, I think.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm talking about.
Sure.
Like, talk about, like, the different classes you've been in. You know what I mean?
I've kind of been all over the map. I've not coached
Yeah.
in 6A, so I don't really know, that level. But it's different, and it's all a numbers game. And, our numbers are up from last year. They'll continue to go up. Our numbers are good in the youth and the middle school. That's really the biggest difference. And, when people talk about numbers, me, not as much roster size, but how many guys are going to play significant reps for you on a Friday? I tell our kids here all the time, if you can contribute something to this team, you're going to do it. I'm not shying away from playing as many bodies as I can for the length of the year so that we're healthy in November. We took that approach last year, and it helped. I mean, we were, aside from a few injuries that weren't overuse injuries, were just bad luck injuries, we were healthy in November. And I think that's obviously more important in 1A and generating excitement to get numbers, but then the development piece of what can this kid do? This kid may not ever start a game for me at right tackle, but how many special teams can he play? Can he go run down on kickoff? Can he go run down on punt? Can you help us make a big play there? And I think it just gets more buy-in and it keeps you fresh.
There you go. And just show some love to some of these leaders. You know what I mean? This is year 2.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who's really stepping up from year 1 with you to year 2?
So this offseason, we committed to being really intentional with leadership. We decided to have a coach-appointed leadership council. We developed an entire curriculum that we went through with those guys and assigned guys underneath them. And a couple of those guys have just really done well with it. Our quarterback, William Shoptaw, is a 100% natural-born leader. He immediately took to it and thrived in it. Race Linden, another senior, Linden is a Hazard football name here. He's part of that, and he understands it, and he's been a tremendous leader for us. And those guys really took to all of that training because my philosophy was I don't want us to get to a point as a program where we're just waiting on a cycle of good kids. Let's develop those kids. Let's develop that leadership so we're not waiting on the good years. We're always going to have that in our program.
I love it.
So we're coming out of the dead period. You know, some guys spend it differently. What would you do over the dead period this year?
So I actually went to the Bahamas.
Oh, let's go.
Man, I almost didn't come back. It was really nice. It was one of those things, if I didn't really love coaching football, I would have probably just stayed. But we did that, and we got back a little bit early so that I could get to work on some stuff. Took the first few days of dead period and the last few days of dead period to just get all of our stuff in order before we came back.
Heck yeah. That's a professional right there.
Professional.
Come back a few days early because you got to get up there and luckily you don't got to mow the game
right,
field.
Don't have to mow, don't have to paint, but
taking the trash out, making sure everything looks good and presentable for everybody coming. Yeah.
Yeah, we had practice schedules and scripts done first week when we rolled in, so install schedules.
Hey, this has been a phenomenal episode. We've had everything in this thing. Me sweating all over. Coach sweating all over too, man.
Coughing.
We may all
this
be
guy.
sick.
Hey, Matt Chandler, calm, cool, collective. Look at this guy.
For now.
Collected.
Listen, wait until we start actually doing stuff today. It won't last long.
That's why I think we need to go ahead and close this thing down right now. I just saw the other team show up. So.
Leslie County is here. Coach Hubbard at Leslie County, that's his first year there, and he's doing a really good. You guys talked about promoting kids and everything. He's really trying to do that really, really well right now. That's been really cool to see from them, and I think they're going in the right direction again too.
Listen, we appreciate you, man. We had some, like I said, we've had some interesting day here at Hazard.
Some very difficult circumstances that we don't normally have.
Yeah, never, man. But like we always say, everyone has a story.
We're here for them to tell it.
Cleats to Whistle
podcast.
Start recording. We got plenty of bloopers. He's got to ask. I got to get brownie points.
Yeah, I know. What the hell are we doing?